Wellness Rhythm Show. Find your rhythm. Live your wellness.
Y'all, here is a stat that genuinely stopped me mid-scroll. The American Psychological Association found that money is consistently the #1 source of stress for Americans. Above work, above relationships, above health concerns. Every single year they've run that survey.
Right, and what makes that remarkable isn't the ranking itself. It's what happens inside the body when that stress is chronic. We're not talking about feeling anxious for an afternoon, we're talking about sustained physiological damage.
Which means financial stress isn't just a money problem. It is a health problem. And today we are going to talk about exactly what that damage looks like and what you can actually do about it.
And I'd argue this one is overdue. Wellness conversations tend to focus on sleep hygiene and nutrition. But if your nervous system is firing distress signals every time you check your bank balance, no amount of magnesium is fixing that.
So let's start at the beginning. What is actually happening in the body when money stress hits?
Right, here's what I've learned. When you perceive a financial threat, an unexpected bill, a job loss, retirement savings that feel inadequate, your hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis activates. That's your HPA axis. It floods your system with cortisol and adrenaline.
Which is the same response as being chased by something dangerous.
Exactly. The problem is that a predator goes away, a mortgage payment does not. And research from the University of Wisconsin-Madison found that people with persistent financial worry have measurably elevated cortisol baselines. Not spiked cortisol, baseline cortisol. That's chronic.
Here's the thing, though. I think a lot of people normalize that state. Like, of course I'm stressed about money, everyone is. They don't connect it to the headaches or the jaw tension or why they can't sleep on the 2nd of the month.
And that normalization is clinically significant. A 2013 study published in Science, led by researcher Sendil Mullainathan at Harvard, found that financial scarcity actually reduces cognitive bandwidth. Not metaphorically, measurably. It's like running too many programs in the background. Everything else runs slower.
That hit me when I first read about that research, because it means financial stress doesn't just feel bad, it makes you less capable of solving the problem causing the stress. That is a cruel loop.
Brilliant point, Emma, and it compounds. Poor sleep from elevated cortisol impairs decision-making. Impaired decision-making leads to worse financial choices, which generates more stress. The Columbia University Research Group under Kirsty Bart has traced links between economic insecurity and measurably shorter telomeres, which are the protective caps on your DNA associated with cellular aging.
So financial stress is literally aging us faster.
The evidence suggests it can, yes.
Okay, if y'all are not yet subscribed to this show, this is exactly why you should be. Hit subscribe because we are not holding back the useful stuff.
Right, let's unpack the cardiovascular angle specifically. A meta-analysis published in the European Heart Journal, I believe this was 2019, found that financial strain was independently associated with increased risk of cardiovascular events, even after controlling for other risk factors like smoking and diet.
So your heart doesn't know your credit score is the problem. It just knows you're under threat.
Precisely. And the immune system follows the same logic. Research from Sheldon Cohen at Carnegie Mellon has consistently shown that chronic psychological stress, regardless of the source, suppresses immune function and increases susceptibility to illness.
Which means when we're financially stressed, we're also getting sick more, recovering slower, and then medical bills add to the financial stress. It is genuinely one of the most vicious cycles in wellness.
It really is, and I want to be precise here. We are not suggesting that people can simply wellness their way out of poverty or debt. Structural financial hardship requires structural solutions. What we're addressing today is the physiological stress response itself, which can be modulated even when the financial situation hasn't changed yet.
That distinction matters so much because the goal isn't toxic positivity. Just think positive about your overdraft. The goal is managing your nervous system so you can think more clearly and take better action.
So what does that actually look like in practice?
So from another angle, David, this is where I find the breathing research genuinely compelling. And I know we've touched on this in past episodes, but specifically in the context of financial stress, Dr. Andrew Huberman at Stanford has spoken extensively about physiological sighing, that double inhale through the nose, long exhale through the mouth, as one of the fastest ways to downregulate your HPA axis in real time.
And the underlying mechanism is sound. The extended exhale activates the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode, by stimulating the vagus nerve. You are literally counteracting the cortisol response in about 30 to 60 seconds.
Which costs nothing and can be done before you open a bill, before a financial conversation with your partner, before you log into your banking app.
Right. And here's where I want to address the skepticism, because I am always the skeptic in this room. Someone might say, I'm doing breathing exercises while my debt isn't going anywhere. What is the point?
I've thought that exact thought.
And the honest answer is that it isn't a solution to the debt. It is a solution to the cortisol. And lower cortisol means better cognitive function, which, going back to Mullainathan's bandwidth research, means you are literally more capable of problem solving when you are in a regulated state versus a panicked one.
It is strategic self-regulation, not avoidance.
Exactly. There is also solid evidence for what researchers call cognitive reappraisal. The work of James Gross at Stanford on emotion regulation is foundational here. The idea that the story you tell about a stressor shapes the physiological response to it.
Okay, so that is not "it could be worse" nonsense.
No, it is more specific than that. It's the difference between I am overwhelmed and there is no way out, which sends your HPA axis into overdrive, and this is difficult and I am taking one concrete step today. Same facts, different physiological response.
Here's the thing, though, and this is where I want to push back a little. I think that reappraisal technique requires capacity to do it. If someone is in genuine financial crisis, that kind of cognitive flexibility is really hard to access.
That is a fair and important pushback, and the research supports your concern. Mullainathan and Shafir's work in their book Scarcity, published in 2013, specifically addresses how extreme scarcity narrows focus in ways that make reappraisal very difficult, which is why the physical regulation piece comes first. You calm the nervous system before trying to shift the narrative.
Body first, then mind. I love that framing.
And movement belongs in this conversation. The research on exercise as a cortisol clearing mechanism is robust. Even a 10 to 20 minute brisk walk has been shown in multiple studies, including work published in the journal Psychoneuroendocrinology, to reduce cortisol levels measurably.
And I will say, I take a lot of walking phone calls. And there are days where I step outside to make a call while genuinely worried about something. And I come back from that walk less reactive. It's consistent enough that I trust it now.
The mechanism is real. Movement metabolizes stress hormones. Cortisol and adrenaline exist to fuel physical action. Using that physical action, even a short walk, gives the hormones somewhere to go.
So to bring this together practically, if financial stress is part of your life right now, and for many of our listeners it absolutely is, the steps aren't about fixing the finances in this episode. They are about protecting your body while you work on the finances.
Right. Regulate before you engage, meaning do not open financial apps, have money conversations, or review bills when you are already activated. Take 60 seconds first, breathe, walk around the block if you can.
Schedule financial admin like you would a meeting. Treat it as a finite task with a start and end time, rather than a low-grade dread that lives in the background all day.
And if you're carrying financial stress and it is affecting your sleep, your mood, your relationships, that is a real health issue worth acknowledging, not a character flaw.
Say that louder for the people in the back. Y'all, if there is one thing I want you to take from today, it is this. Your body does not know the difference between a bill you can't pay and a physical threat. It responds the same way. And that means protecting your nervous system during financial stress is not a luxury, it is maintenance.
And the practical entry point is simple. Before any financial task, any bill, any bank app, any difficult money conversation, take 60 seconds and extend your exhale. That is the one concrete, evidence-backed thing you can do today. It costs nothing and it works.
We are always in your corner, whether you are juggling a tight month or planning for retirement or somewhere in the middle of all of it. That is what we are here for.
Right. Your finances may be complicated. Your stress response at least is manageable. Small distinction. Significant difference.
Take care of yourselves, y'all. We'll see you next time. This show is part of the voxcrea.ai system. If you want a show like this for your organization, without building it yourself,
go to voxcrea.ai and request a sample episode.